Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to Energy First Golf. So today in this video, as you can see the title, forget about your top of the swing. What does that mean? Now, really when you learn anything in life, the stuff that you learn, once you understand it, and you have to forget about it. For example, when I first learned English, I have to know go, when, gone. I go to the store. I went to the store yesterday. I've gone to the store. But right now, I don't think about it. When do I use go? When do I use when do I use gone? But there is a period of time when I speak English, I have to think about those. The truth is, as you're getting better in golf, you have to understand there's certain things you cannot keep thinking about or remind yourself what it is. So top of the swing is one of those things. The reason why we're talking about this today, because you can see as you follow our channel, we're dealing with spin and trajectory control. Now, if you don't know what is spin and trajectory control, please check out our earlier videos. Again, Energy First, Impact Later, FO Golf Teaching System. We are a teaching system. We don't have quick tips. You must follow the channel and watch the videos from our beginning, earlier videos to understand this video. So you must forget about top of the swing. Why is that? It's because as you're playing golf, once you understand it, once you know how to lower your hips, turn your core, this position here is really merely transitional. Because a lot of people, when you go to the top, you will think about this position and you're always using this position to cue your downswing. Or a lot of times you use this position to downswing. So it results into what we call the one-piece downswing, incorrect downswing sequence. So those two things can happen. The best way we'll describe a golf swing is that once you know how to load your body and turn your body, as you're turning back, we already talk about this, that momentum of the rotation, you can already weight transfer and rotate the core. So in a very easy and understandable way that you can say that the golf swing is purely a transitional movement, so there is just one flow of emotion, right? So as you can see, there's really not a stopping position. The only position that you're actually stopping is really the setup and the finish. There's no such thing as a top of the swing. You're merely just transitional. You're turning the hips, turning the body, weight transfer. As you can see. And that's really how every tour player plays golf. Except, of course, Hideki Matsuyama. There's always outliers, right? Now, understanding. So in other words, what we're talking about is really a tempo, a rhythm of a low and the acceleration. This is so important because why? Because when you throw a ball to a target, you're never thinking about when this position is set and then you will initiate the throw motion. No one does that. So is golf, because remember, we're talking about impact later. So in other words, we don't talk about impact, contact, or sweet spot. All we're talking about is there is a energy that's creating in a motion. Everything is flow of emotion, and then we'll weight transfer and turn and release that energy through the ball. And obviously, depending on what type of release and the spin you're controlling. That's how you would describe a golf swing. And that's pretty much every tour players. Obviously, most people will go, well, how come everybody swings differently? Remember, if you watch a tour player play around a golf, 18 holes, there's so many shots, ball trajectory, spins that he's want to control or create a result that for his liking. So in other words, if I'm doing something very different like this, or if I'm doing something like this, they might look like a different swing, but the idea is I'm trying to create a different result, a result of the ball trajectory and spin. So there's really no such thing as a style of a swing. Again, when you're dealing with style of a swing, it merely is just dealing with a different body type, the way how they set up. And obviously, depending on the result of the flow of emotion. How do they create flow of emotion? Okay, now, one thing's very, very important for you guys to understand, because every one of us is different. Our personality, our physical anatomy, the way how we perceive time is very, very important to understand that. So your personality affects the flow of emotion. And the way how you see what perfection is, it affects the flow of emotion. And the way how you think where everything is, like, how you do things, what type of job you do, what type of professional, what type of occupation that you have, really affects the way you play golf. And obviously, physical condition, your body anatomy. Is your legs longer, your arms longer, torso shorter, wider? All those things matter. So that's another reason why it's so important for you to find your flow of emotion. It's based on your body type and really your personality. What turns you on, what turns you off? How do you control emotion? How do you control stress? How do you control tension? That's what makes golf so charming, is because all of those things I have mentioned to you guys. So if you guys follow this channel, we're going to dive into a lot of what I call the psychological stuff in the future. EQs and IQs. But the important thing is understand today we're talking about a flow of emotion. Forget about the top of the swing. Again, if you don't know what is top of the swing, if you want to learn it, you got to watch our videos from the beginning. But if you watch the video from what I said earlier, some of the stuff, once you learn it, you must forget about it. You cannot linger on, if my top of the swing right here, it cues my downswing. No, it cannot happen. Your top of the swing never cues your downswing. It's just a flow of motion. I'm loading and turning, and I'm weight transferring. Okay? And that's how you swing the golf club, and that's how you throw the ball, propel the ball to a target. Obviously, if you watch our channel, we talked about different type of release. Alright, so I'm going to stop right here. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Really watch the video, understand where we're coming from. Because as you're learning golf, the learning, the knowledge, the continuation of a self-realization is continuous. Alright, so hopefully, if you guys have any questions, leave a comment. And don't forget to click like and subscribe to our channel. Your likes are very important for us. And we'll have 2 recommended videos for you to watch. And I'll see you next time.